Hello.
Welcome back to the Existential Bed podcast, where we lay on the bed and be existential at 1 a.m. My name's Natalie,
My name's Lisa.
and yeah,
Yeah.
intro. Welcome to the Existential Bed podcast, where we talk about some things. I love cartoons.
Yeah. Which ones?
The Owl House.
Just that one?
Well, I actually admit I don't watch that many cartoons, but the ones I do watch is The Owl House, and it's really good. And there's so many gay people in there, and so I like it.
Yeah. I like the Owl House. Although I was forced to watch it
Really?
for the first time. Yeah.
Wait, you were forced?
I was coerced into watching it by my partner at the time.
Wait,
You didn't know this?
no.
I thought everyone knew this.
You were forced into you gotta force yourself to be gay.
Yeah. I was a fake gay because I didn't want to watch the Owl House.
Why didn't you want to watch?
Because everyone was watching it, and I hated following trends.
It was like a trend for gay people, which means that it's cool.
Yeah, I know. It was a poor decision, I understand.
Bruh, okay. No, we love the Owl House and all the gay people.
Yes.
And I love the gay people. I love gay people.
Really, I hadn't noticed.
I mean, it's kind of a theme on this podcast.
Being gay.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
I love Raine Whispers.
Yeah.
Raine Whispers is the best character.
I disagree. I like the collector. But Rain is great too.
Raine is the best because they're amazing and they're epic and very powerful, and they're a bard, and I like bards.
You just like music.
I do like music, that is true.
Would you be a bard in the bard coven?
I would probably be a bard in the bard coven and cast transgender magic.
How would you do that?
I'll be like, go transgender, go, and then
Would you do like body swap?
body swap. Spoilers for all of the Owl House, by the way.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Body swap.
That episode was funny.
I like I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know either.
Raine Whispers.
Rain Whispers.
Raine Whispers is like if there is a cisgender non-binary person,
It would be Rain Whispers.
it would be Raine Whispers.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. It's just it's true.
I aspire to be cisgender non-binary like Rain Whispers.
I think we both aspire to be cisgender non-binary.
Yeah.
Cause like it's interesting because like their young Rain voice actor was like higher pitched voice, so like you could perceive them as more feminine, but then their older was like a little more deeper, so they could be perceived as more like masculine, but like either way you swing it, they're pretty non-binary.
It's almost like they are non-binary or something.
They exude they them energy. I think it's funny because like
Blue hair and pronouns.
yeah, they literally have blue hair, they have green hair.
Whatever. It's close enough.
I love talking to all the gay people, and then who watch the Yellow House, and then they all have like gender envy of Rain for being so non like they them,
Yeah.
and then like they're like after credit, like happily ever after design is like even extra they them.
And they have a fox palace one. I love foxes.
Foxes are pretty cool. That's like the Raine Wives. Although that's a story for a different time.
Yeah. For a different person too.
Wait, the Raine didn't have a palisman?
Yeah. In the Rain had a fox palisman in the last episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Then
They also had a fox design in their instrument.
wait, so bards get palisman and instruments?
I don't know how it works.
That's like
I just know that they had a fox palisman in the last episode, and they had a fox in like as part of the design of their instrument.
That's so cool. I want a cat in my saxophone. Like a cat design. I don't know what that would look like.
I have a chicken bell cover.
A chicken jockey?
It's not a chicken jockey, it's just a chicken.
I think
Specifically from Crossy Road. Not to be confused with a Minecraft chicken.
Chicken Crossy?
No. Why would you say that? How dare you?
How dare I?
Yeah.
How dare the Owl House be gay?
How dare Disney cancel the Owl House for being gay?
That was pretty not gay of them.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say homophobic.
That was pretty homophobic and not gay of them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we care about pride. But then they canceled the Owl House, which is like one of their most popular shows at the moment. And
Yeah.
they were like, bleh. And they killed it. But at least they got a bunch of gay people before they got out. Like, the collector is like canonically like
He, they.
yeah. The collector is like the ultimate demi boy representation.
True.
Just a little pajama boy.
A little pajama boy. I love my little pajama boy.
Are you a little pajama boy?
I'm a little pajama boy.
I think everyone is a little pajama boy on certain days.
Okay, which days are you a little pajama boy?
I'm a little pajama boy on Sunday because I have school the next day, and Monday because I'm recovering from school. So Sunday, Monday.
You recover from school on the first day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's reminding me of all like the fan like stories of like V going to school in place of Luz, and it's like from everyone else's perspective, like Luz just like becomes normal or normal.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny. And like, and then like one day now she's just like depressed and wears a beanie.
With a bisexual pin on.
The bisexual. She comes back gay and depressed.
Yeah.
That's what conversion summer camp will do to you.
It'll make you gay and depressed. Have you been to conversion summer camp?
I have not, luckily.
I haven't either.
I think, well, I've been to summer camp, but not gay summer camp. What if, or gay conversion, straight conversion? Wait, gay?
Conversion
Summer camp. If a straight person goes to conversion camp, do they turn gay?
No. The point is to make people straight. So if they're straight, they just stay straight.
Darn it. What if I could be straight and then go
You go to normal summer camp to turn gay.
Summer fling. What's up with people in their like a camp crush. Like, I don't get that.
I would say I don't, but I have participated in this activity.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
someone had a camp crush on me, and then we got dared to kiss each other and did.
Oh.
It was pretty gay.
Oh, I thought, okay, you confused me. You're like, I participated in this.
In this camp crush culture.
Bruh.
Crush culture.
That's a Conan Gray song.
I know.
I don't know the lyrics too.
Crush culture makes me want to spit my guts out.
My experience at summer camp was sitting alone eating ice cream and Girl Scouts. So
I've had many different experiences in summer camp.
Summer camps are kind of odd. It's like you're just putting a bunch of like hormonal teenagers in like a little area away from all greater supervision for the most part.
I don't know. I think it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
If you need your like children to go somewhere while you work, then you send them to summer camp because there's no school.
I always say, like, freshman year of college, when everyone's in the dorms. So I guess it depends on you where you go to college too. But I always see like freshman year of college and you're in the dorms. I always see that as like summer camp, but everyone's at school.
Summer camp, but during the school year.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Because like you're away from like greater supervision, so you're kind of up to your own devices. You have to sleep in cabin-ish kind of rooms.
These are not cabins.
Good point.
These are very tall buildings.
And you have to you're stuck with a bunch of other people in these rooms, and you like live right next to each other, just like in summer camp.
I thought we were talking about the Owl House.
Hunter is gay.
Really? I haven't noticed.
And Willow's gay.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter is bi. Canonically bi. Well, Twitter canon bi. And Willow's also Twitter canon pan. I say Twitter canon as in like, it's not like...
It didn't happen in the show.
Yeah, but like, they confirmed it on Twitter. So like, it's technically canon, but like, with no like greater confirmation, it might as well not be true. Like, it's true to the extent that you believe it, because it was confirmed by the author. And then I guess, okay, besides the point, they're gay, and it's funny because those were my two favorite characters, and then they got together, and I weirdly was not into it. I did not ship it. Like, I did, but I also didn't at the same time.
Why didn't you ship Anglo?
I think it was straight passing. But also they're really
straight facing relationship.
I don't hate straight facing relationships.
You hate straight facing relationships?
No, I don't.
Straight fuckback.
No. I love my bias.
Bi erasure.
No. And apparently everyone ships Gus and Matham together.
I disagree with this.
Really?
Yes.
Why not? They're like loose and amity. But like,
what, enemies to lovers? I disagree. I think they're... I don't know. I don't see it like I see Lumity.
Lumity? No,
Loose
it's
and amity.
Gusthalman.
Gastolomeo. I don't like Gastolomeo.
Or Gat.
Unless it's cat. Unless it's canon. I do not approve.
If they gave it like a little bit more, it could have been. I think.
No.
Why don't you ship it?
Why do you ship it?
I think it's funny, and it's like they're like, I don't know. Maybe I just read too much Morning Work comics.
I don't know what that is.
Because Morning Work has like keeps shipping them together.
Oh yeah, no, I do know what you're talking about now.
They ship, like he ships those two a lot and draws a lot.
Yeah.
Ship comics, and like
I've seen.
I agree with this statement.
Like the quick let's hold hands to make Basha mad.
See, I ship it.
I don't ship it. I think that they're fine as friends. It's good that they're friends.
But they could be more.
I guess. But that doesn't mean they have to be more. It's not all about relationships.
Grr.
Just because it's a gay show.
But they're gay and they need to be gay.
They can be gay and not be in a relationship.
Fine. I guess that is me.
I was gonna say, I think we can both relate.
Grr. But like, but they're gay.
They don't have to be together to be gay.
Fine. What about Viney and Scara?
I don't know.
People ship those two together.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Viney has the gay ear.
Which ear's the gay ear?
The right ear. Well, I mean, if you're gay, both your ears are the gay ear. But it's like the right ear.
Mm.
And she has the right ear, just the right ear pierced. So it's like, that's the gay ear. Which is weird since if there's no homophobia in the Boiling Isles, there wouldn't really be a need for gay culture. I mean, I guess not there wouldn't be a need for gay culture, so it wouldn't manifest in the same way that it does in the real world. Whereas like a lot of real world gay culture is like about like in jokes, like not like in jokes and like hinting at things in order to for people like to like know what you're saying without like the greater masses knowing for like safety reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't need to do that in the Owl House, then their culture, the gay culture, is just the regular culture. So like they're like, you wouldn't have the gay ear because there wouldn't be a need to like secretly signal to other people that you're gay.
Yeah, but they could still do it because it's cool.
That's a good point.
What if they just think that it looks nice and then it just became a trend in the queer community in the Boiling Isles?
What if it was like, so that's like, it would be like, I'm trying to think of a real world example. Like
what? A trend?
Like a trend that's like just like part of the mass culture, but like a subset of the mass culture.
Making podcasts.
Good point. So like, but like
we've conformed.
Good.
We're clearly two cishet white men.
Yeah, that's how it be. Like, it's my God-given right to do a podcast and be with the boys and talk about nothing in particular, but like we're pretty funny, and it works out, and we get lots of money.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
It's the stereotype that like.
No, I know that's I know that's the stereotype, but getting money is not. I don't think.
Oh,
I don't think most of them are successful.
No, but they try to, and they get like sponsors.
They think they're successful.
Yeah, they think they're successful, but they're not. Not. Do you think there's a podcast in Yale House?
Like in general.
Yeah. Because they have like Instagram.
Yeah, Penstagram.
So
I don't know.
this implies that they have Instagram reels, and that can imply they have like podcast clips, because podcast clips are
That's
really
true.
are really good for Instagram, like the algorithm. So like you would think they could like a business model they do.
Who would have a podcast?
Who would have a podcast?
Gat podcast.
Cat. They would definitely have a podcast about human stuff.
Yeah.
I think Losing Amity would have a podcast, like an audiobook podcast, like a dramatic audiobook podcast of like the Good Witch Azura book series.
Mm.
And they would like do dramatic readings and like high production. I think.
Would that be a podcast? I feel like that would just be like an audiobook.
Well,
like,
some podcasts are just dramatic readings.
Well, that's different than a podcast. I feel like.
No, but they're like acting out the scenes. It's a very high production podcast.
But that doesn't make it a podcast just because they're acting out scenes.
Fine. But it's like audio based.
Okay.
I think. So they would have to go. I think the Nose Girl.
Really? With
Would-
who? Alone?
Just by herself.
I don't know. She seems more into writing than vocal stuff.
What about the food fan fiction?
Would Hunter have a podcast?
Hunter would definitely have a podcast.
Who would Hunter be on a podcast with?
He would make it with like Steve.
Yes. That'd be so
Hunter
funny.
and Steve.
What about Ida? Hunter and Ida?
I don't think they're like that.
No, they're not tight like
It would
that.
be with Steve, and it's like the Emperor's No, I guess it wouldn't be the Emperor's Coven. It would be like the Bad Boys.
The Bad Boy Coven as opposed to the Bad Girl
Yeah,
Coven.
it would be the
Ida
bad-
makes a parody podcast.
Yeah, she would definitely do that.
I feel like she would do that.
Hunter and Steve would talk about like. I feel like they would be like the generic like straight white guy.
Hunter's not straight.
I know Hunter's not straight, but like
I feel like Steve is not straight either.
Steve, he looks pretty gay.
Yeah.
I love Steve.
Everyone loves Steve.
He just has a shirt with his name on it, and that's pretty cool. And he'd be a podcast, and
He would be the
Yeah.
podcast.
I think Hunter would like rant about like
Wolves. His special
like,
interest.
Yeah, his special.
Yeah.
He would be like a special interest podcast. It's like wolves, and like history.
I feel like he could do that with guests too.
Yeah, and it would be like a rotating podcast probably,
Mm-hmm.
but like it would just be him talking about his special interest. I think. Who else would do a podcast? I think. Oh my god, be completely. Hootie would definitely do a
Hootie would have a
podcast with himself because no one would want to be on.
Yeah.
And be called the Owl House.
Yeah. He would have a podcast with like the soldiers that he had at his tea party that one episode.
Oh, we forgot about Alador and Darius.
Oh yeah. Would they have a podcast, or do you want to talk about something else?
No, I just realized that we forgot to say that they're pretty gay.
Yeah.
Even though like nothing happened, like the one thing we get is like they get kind of
They look at each other.
yeah, they look at each other pretty prettily
Mm-hmm.
in the finale.
Did you see the comic where Alador is playing with his hair because it's made of abomination?
I did not see that.
It's really funny.
I'm gonna look at work when I finish this.
I don't know if it's morning work or not, but it was really funny. He was just playing with Darius's hair because it was abomination goo, and he was bored.
That's very Alador coded.
Yeah.
Are there any other gay people in the house?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What about the gay nurses?
What?
There's 2 gay nurses.
Where?
Just throughout the show.
I don't recall.
There's 2 gay nurses. They're like healing coven, I think.
I do not recall.
There's also
the twins.
Oh, the twins are definitely gay.
Yeah.
What are their names?
I don't know. That's why I called them the twins.
Oh, it's Ed and Emra.
Yes.
So Ed is definitely a gay man, and Emra's definitely a gay woman. And then canonically, Ed was going on a date with a they-them person, so it could be gay.
Could be gay. Sounds pretty gay.
Yeah.
I don't know about M.
M definitely gives off sapphic vibes.
Yeah. But canonically.
We don't know. She definitely does though. Do you think that girl would love a man?
Can the ship ever love an anchor?
Can an Emra ever love a man?
No.
Yeah, she's definitely gay. So that's fine, but they're gay other ways. And Annie's also gay. For Luz.
It must be genetic.
Gays, they're genetic. There's something in the water, the Boiling Isles water.
That makes everyone gay.
Oh my god, the Titan's gay. The Titan...
King and queen, best of both things.
Literally, Luz dies and then meets God and
Not God, the Titan.
Titan, which is basically Titan God, witch God, and it's and then he's I use he and she pronouns, and then dies.
Yeah, basically, that's totally the most important parts of that scene.
Luz dies, the Titan comes out as bigender, and then dies, and then Luz no longer dies. I think it's amazing. Cause and it makes sense because King always talked about his dad but not his mom, and then you're well, no. And it's because I guess he technically does have a mom. Because the Titan is both king and queen.
Would this be asexual reproduction? Is that how the Titan works?
I mean, yeah. He laid an egg.
Yeah, but he just has fertilized eggs?
I guess so.
I feel like that's not usually how it works.
I wonder what the anatomy of a Titan is.
I don't
Because
they're
like a mammal.
They lay eggs.
We're not talking about this.
Okay.